Hello, everyone, and welcome to another uh, live about entrepreneurship and online business. So, here we are with my friend and business owner, Ofelia, and I. So, we're going to be talking today about breaking barriers. Here's the topic. So, breaking barriers, overcoming self doubts, and stepping out of your comfort zone to build an online business. But first, let's introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. Um, I'm originally from Panama, but I currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and also I'm a proud digital business owner.
Thank you, Sandy. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing good too. Nice to be talking and sharing some insights to our viewers, and I believe this is a very nice way ending our year, right? And
Yes.
looking forward to a new year, 2025. So, hello, good evening. My name is Ofelia. I'm an immigrant from the Philippines, from the land of the Tamaraos in Mindoro. I am a wife, I am a mother to three grown daughters. We have four wonderful grandchildren. And I am a fully retired government employee, and I would always say that I only retired from my career but never from life. And so, after my retirement from the government service, I busy myself with the volunteering in the church. I volunteer as a catechist, and that is one of the things that I to make me busy and to make my days productive. And of course, another one, just like Sandy, I'm also running a thriving online business that is giving me so much purpose in life. Excited to wake up every morning knowing that I will be doing something that will help me uh, achieve my dreams, and at the same time, share the opportunity to people out there. Just like Sandy here, who's been very passionate about the business.
Thank you, Cecilia. We also want to remind everyone that every Tuesday and every Thursday we have our live webinars. So if you want to learn
Yes.
how you can earn online, you just have to register in any of the websites that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the same webinar that all the members in our community have watched. That has changed so many lives. It keeps changing life like ours. So,
Yes.
if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday, here are the hosts and panelists from last Thursday.
Oh, wow. So those
So,
are familiar faces and familiar names. They're our predecessors. They're already getting so much success, and if these people are able to do this online business, there's no doubt any one of us or any one of you out there can also be able to do this, right? See, Sandy?
that's correct, Sis Ophelia. So,
Yes.
so our host from last Thursday, it was Tina. She's a retired business development manager. And our first
Mm-hmm.
panelist is Wilma, a registered nurse. We also have
Yes.
Jenny, a retired clinical laboratory scientist. And we also have Susan, a former meeting and event professional.
Yes.
I'll let you read the bottom one.
And then another one is Brenda. Oh, I'm sorry. Officer, I
Office
cannot read
Claire.
actually.
Um,
Office clerk, right? And
yeah,
then Naida, retired
retail
manager,
manager. Hmm.
retail manager. I'm sorry about that. It's coming into to blurry on my end. And then Emily, an LVN, I believe that one
Yeah,
is, and then Shanaz,
a
uh,
licensed
a
optician.
licensed optician. Wow, they are they are they all doing this online business on a full-time basis? I guess not, right? They're still holding on to their jobs, yet they are able to get so much success in the business. So this means this online business, we can do it even we are still holding on to our 9 to 5 grind, because this business is doable and it is flexible, right?
That's correct, says Ophelia. So our replay has subtitles in any languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages now. So that's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic.
Yes. You look at that, an amazing business. So there's no reason for us not to be able not there's no reason for us to say, "Oh, I cannot understand because I'm not good at English," because this can be access on your language or on your dialects. Like for us Filipinos, there is a Tagalog version of this, Tagalog translation, so it would easily be understood.
That's correct, Ophelia. So yeah, so
Yes,
once you register in our website, you're gonna be invited to watch the same webinar we have watched, and then it will explain how our business plan works, and also you get to hear the testimonials from the panelists that we have mentioned. You know, in this case, because you're catching the replay, so they're gonna be sharing why they started their online business and also how this online business has transformed their lives. In
correct.
addition to that, you also get a link to register for the live webinar. So there's going to be a page there that will have 2 options. So one to register for Tuesday and the other one to register for Thursday. So you pick which day you want to watch, or you can watch both days. It doesn't matter. So you have
Mm-hmm.
an option there to register. And in addition to that, you also get invited to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories
Correct.
of
Mm-hmm.
our community and also more information about the business. Okay, so
That's nice.
let's dive in into our topic. So what is the topic again, Aziz Ophelia?
Yeah, so the topic that we have tonight is breaking barriers, overcoming self doubt, and stepping out of your comfort zone to build an online business. So, what's holding you back? Let's break the barriers.
That's
Because
correct.
sometimes one of the barriers or one of the things that might probably hinder us or hinder people out there into joining the online business is either self-doubt, or we are afraid to go out of our comfort zone. And so these are some of the things that we wanted to clarify and to share insights about, so that this will not cause you from taking action. So sometimes the fears are in the mind, they are not inexistent. That's why we are here to explain, we are here to inspire you, and we are here to educate you somehow, in order that all those fears and all those doubts will be overcome. Okay, so let's start the ball rolling.
Yeah, so let's ask you, the audience that are watching us, what's holding you back? Is it fear of
Yes.
failure, lack of confidence, or skepticism? Well, today we're going to be uh, diving into reflecting as we dive deeper. And today
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be touching about the skeptical mindset, the comfort zone, so the silent saboteur,
Mm-hmm.
battling self-doubt, and the role of mindset in business success. So let's start with the first point. So the skeptical mindset. So when we're talking about the skeptical mindset, we're going to be talking about 2 things here. We're going to be talking about why skepticism is natural, and also from skeptic to believer. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Why skepticism is natural?
Yes. So skepticism is normal. It is natural. And actually it is a form of self-preservation, because by nature we wanted to always be on the safe side, right? Nobody wants to be in trouble, nobody wants to get into something that will put us in danger. So that is a kind of instinct that is natural in us. We don't want to get into something that will later on put us in trouble. So if you don't have skepticism, then probably you will have to get into a lot of things that might cause some problems in the end, right? And so it is natural. But the only thing is, sometimes because of that skepticism, we are able to let opportunities pass by, right? Because we're too skeptical, we're too worried, we're too afraid. So we just don't want to do any action at all. And so then that becomes something that is abnormal already, right? It is already beyond the natural mode of things. And so there is a need for us to overcome that skepticism. And how do we overcome skepticism? So, any idea on that, sis?
Well, you can overcome skepticism by like learning about the business you're going, crossing that fence, if we say, like crossing that fence to the other side to find out what is exactly that,
Yeah.
like in this case for the online business, finding out more of the online business and not staying where you are. And one of the reasons why, like sis Ophelia mentioned, skepticism can be a defense mechanism when approaching something unfamiliar, because it's something new. But
Mm-hmm.
also there's some common myths and misconception about online businesses, and some of those misconceptions are, for example, this is a scam. A lot of
Correct.
people think that
Mhm.
this is scam, but the thing is, like, they generalize, because they had one past experience, or they have seen other person, that they got scammed.
Experience.
They
Yeah.
think that all online businesses are a scam, and that's not true. They're legitimate businesses also in the online business.
And we are one
This
of
one,
those.
yes, we are one of those. Yes, exactly. Yeah, we're affiliated with one company that is established for 50 years already, in the industry and around the globe. So that
Yes.
shows, and we also do our taxes
Of
every year.
course.
So in Canada, United
Mhm.
States, we have to report our taxes. So that proves, it's a legitimate business. So that's one of the reasons. The other one is, like, um, people had bad experiences. So they started an online business and they got scammed. So they are afraid to, to do another online business opportunity and then
Thank
get the
you.
same,
Mhm.
yeah, to get the
Yeah.
same, results. So that's why they are scared.
Yes.
But in order for you to find out, you gotta find out information. So if this is like a for us, we're giving you the free info session so you can get to see how our business plan works. You get to hear testimonials from members of our community. So you've got nothing to lose. And even, like after you go to the next step, um, which is the 149 US dollars, you get a 30-day refundable.
Refund.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you got nothing to lose, more to gain, because you are
Yes.
finding out that instead of staying
Correct.
where you are,
Correct.
you're not. So that's one of the reasons about skepticism, like, which is natural. People are trying to protect themselves,
Mm-hmm.
from being scammed, from what is out
Yeah.
there. Because let's get real, yeah, there's so many
Of
scammers out there,
course. Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that all of them are. So um,
Yes.
the
So
only
in
way.
other, mhm. Go
Sorry, go
ahead,
ahead.
sis.
No, go ahead.
In other words, the bottom line of it all is for us to do our due diligence, right? If you have seen somebody talking about the online business, offering an online business, and you seem to relate to it, do your due diligence, approach, reach out the person to whom you have seen it, ask as much questions as you could possibly ask. You can Google us also, you will find us you will find information about us. And of course, another thing is for us to have that faith. When I started this online business, I have no other tool that I can be able to brag about because I came from the academy. I don't have any business background. But when I saw the business, I right away was able to resonate, although there were some points of skepticism, but I did not stop from being a skeptic. I tried to research. I tried to ask questions. The person from whom I saw the online business, I reached out to him and asked as much as I could. I asked whether I am old as I am, can I be able to qualify to join the business? And the answer was yes, of course. I don't have any business background. Am I capable of doing the business? Yes, you can. And so all the questions that I have in mind, I found answers. So we have to do some research, we have to explore, we have to reach out to people from whom we have seen the business, and of course, you have to have that faith and belief. Believe in yourself that you are able to do this because like what sis Sandy have said, in our online business we are paying taxes. We are uh we have a joining, well, it is true that we have a joining fee which we call the info package, because paying that info package fee will allow us to see the endless potentials and possibilities of the business. And if you will find out that you cannot relate to the online business, if ever your values and your aspirations do not relate with the business, then you can of course ask for a refund, no question asked. You will be given the fund, that money that you have paid, and it will be returned to you in full for as long as you are within the 30-day period of from the purchase, right, sis? So
Yes, that's
this
right.
is something very democratic. We work from the democratic point of view. We never force, but we would only offer what is best. The best thing that we could offer you is to share with you the beauty and the endless possibilities this online business can give you. As si Sandy had mentioned, there's nothing to lose, but you have lots of things to gain because it has been already proven. We are a proven system. Several thousands of people had been helped by this online business. And of course, we have seen how they have already uh, achieved most of their dreams and still keep on achieving them, right? So it's amazing.
Yes,
And
that's correct.
so
So our next point is from skeptic to believer. So let me ask you, Sis Ophelia, were you skeptical? I wasn't skeptical, but were you skeptical?
I wasn't that skeptical. It's natural to have a stint of skepticism, but as I told you, as I have shared, I did not stop from entertaining those skepticism. Instead, I did my best to be able to remove those skepticism by reaching out to the person from whom I have seen the business. Actually, it was an interview that I saw similar to this one that we're doing. And when I saw and heard that person uh, sharing the benefits that they're getting from the business, like one is they are working uh, in the church they have a ministry that they would support, such that they are able to send the missionaries to other countries. And since I am a catechist, and I was able to relate right away, so that it skepticism in me was gone, and they were all erased because of that. If I did not continue and did not listen all up to the end of the interview, then I would not have known. But thankfully, I was curious and I wanted to feed my curiosity. That's why I kept on watching up to the end. Because sometimes the reason why people would sometimes let opportunities pass by is they're so impatient. They just heard online business, and they would right away have a very bad connotation, and they will be very conclusive about it, that online business, I had been scammed, I my friend has been scammed. And so that's the reason why they let opportunities pass by. Right? So
Yeah.
let's be patient, therefore, and continue searching.
Yeah. So
Yes, that's
I have some examples of people, in our community that, that now they're business owners and they have their online business. But before then, they were a little
the.
bit skeptical. So some of them, for example, they watch five different webinars because they wanted to make sure, it wasn't like AI, or it wasn't the same people, always doing the same
Yes.
webinar. So they make sure that, there were different people, and then that's, that one way that they got convinced. Another person in the community, they waited until 5 years to
Oh
be able
yeah.
to do the business, because some people, they gotta see to believe, like see if it's working
Yes.
or not.
To
So
see is to
that's,
believe.
yeah. The other one, like, we have the webinar. So that's why we say, make sure that you watch completely the webinar, because otherwise, if you don't watch it, you're gonna make conclusions, but not really 100% true
Founded
the
on
conclusions.
truth.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, we're not 100% true the conclusions, because you haven't watched the entire webinar to be
Correct.
able to
Correct.
understand. So this person, when she first encountered the opportunity, she only saw the beginning, and then she let it go. Like, for she saw that, this is not good. Then
They
one
did
year
not get
later,
the entire picture, right? They did not
yeah,
have the entire picture of the business, and they already left. And of course, they have not gotten the meat.
yeah.
That's
Then
right.
1 year later, she again she came back, and but this time, she made sure that she watched the entire webinar, and then that's when she took action, and then she started her online business.
Yeah,
So these are just a couple of the examples of how people were skeptical, but
correct.
after doing whatever reassured them, um, to proceed and believe in the business, in the opportunity, then that's how they did. And then they became business owners, so they changed from skeptical to believer,
Believer.
after seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In relation to that, may I share that one of my friends in this online business, I'm sure you know her, but let's not just mention her name, because I did not ask permission that I would, because it was just now that I get to remember. Because the first time she saw the business, she was skeptical. It took her few months to be able to pay the 149. And the following day she refunded. Why? Because she was worried. She was worried that, oh, this might not be true. What if it is a scam, something like that? So she refunded. And then after a month, she bought in again. So that's, and then and now she's so active, she's so passionate, she is so successful. So these are some stories relating to skepticism. Because of our skepticism, because of that fear in our head, there is sort of that little voice telling us, "Don't do it. It is something not legit," something like that. And then there is another voice saying, "No, it is legit." So you really have to weigh the circumstances, and that you can only do that by, as you said, watching the webinar, and of course reaching out to the person from whom you have first seen this the invitation to this online business. So in other words, lots of people have that skepticism, but they turned out to be the number one believer now, right? And sometimes it also happens on the spouse, right?
Yes.
The wife is the one who is into it, in 100% into the business, but the husband is skeptical. And of course some the spouse and the couple will have to, from time to time, have a conflict. They would sometimes argue, "Don't do the business, that's too good to be true." And then of course the wife who had seen the webinar and who is plugged in and understood the business, of course, is never persuaded to give up the business, right? And then eventually, the good thing is eventually the husband now is the number one believer and supporter of the business, right? So these are some stories, true stories happening in the online business, because skepticism is normal, but the thing is it can be overcome, right? And
Yes,
so
that's
maybe we
correct.
go to the next topic.
Well, I just want to add one more thing there.
Okay,
You
get
talked about
go
you
ahead.
touched about the $149. So, yeah, another person in the community, they just wanted to make sure, if we were actually like a legit business. So, because we promote the 30 days refundable. So, what
Mm-hmm.
they paid for the $149, and then they refunded. They asked for a refund to be refunded, just to make sure,
Just to make
that,
sure if we are
that
true to our words.
yeah, exactly. Yes.
And
So,
that's why after refunding, after a few days, they will have to buy in again, right?
that's correct. Yes.
Ay, ay,
Okay.
ay.
So let's go to
Okay.
the next point. So the next point is comfort zones, the silent saboteurs. Um, so comfort zones, is why many people, they feel safe, but they're limiting themselves,
Mhm.
um,
Yes,
because they're staying comfortable, and because of staying comfortable, that hinder their growth. So they're not
correct.
growing. Um, so and the thing is, like, the illusion of, for example, having that stability on their traditional job that they have. They believe that it's going to be there forever, but
Mhm.
unfortunately that's not always true. I mean, you might be lucky to have your job until you retire, but also you might not be lucky and you might let go, because
Yeah.
a lot of, like, nowadays, I mean, we can see so many companies, they're cutting down on expenses.
Mm-hmm.
So the less, we can see that, for example, on retail. If you Before, you used to see a lot of vendors. I don't know how to say that, the sales associates. You used to see a lot
Uh-huh.
of sales associates which
Yes,
provide
yes,
customer service to
yes.
the clients.
But
But
now,
companies are cutting down on expenses, so you're gonna see less. So instead of having, for example, like 10, you used to have 10 sales associates working on shift. Now you have only like 3 people trying
yeah.
to give
Uh-huh.
service to like a lot of people. So it's not the same, as it used to, but
Mhm.
they're cutting
Correct.
on expenses because everything is getting so expensive. So, like rent, utilities and all that. So where do they cut expenses? On the employees. So
Mm-hmm.
another thing is, like, we have technology. Technology is replacing
Many of
jobs.
our jobs. Yes.
Yes. So, for
Correct.
example, my dad used to work, now he's retired, but he used to work in the port of Vancouver. And he told me, like, before, one of the jobs that a lot of them used to do was replaced by a machine. So before, there were 10 people working on that position. Now there's only like two people working, one on the bottom and one operating the machine. So that's how,
Yes.
all
They were
the
replaced by the robots, right?
yeah, the car manufacturing is another example, replaced
Yeah,
by robots.
correct.
So you gotta step out of your comfort zone, if you
Yes.
wanna be able to evolve, to grow, and to be able to create that uh, financial stability for your
Mhm.
family. Because where you're staying right now, it's really, see, this is the thing, because you think that is safe, but it's really
But
not safe. You think it's not
yes,
risky, but it's risky, because you're
yes,
relying on something that is really, you are not certain if you're going to have it
certain.
forever. you know
Correct, correct.
so
So
instead
nothing
of,
is certain.
yes. So instead of, staying where you are, you better, take that leap of faith and do have a, like an online business that will give you that plan B, that extra, income, and the thing is, like, that plan B, eventually is going to become your plan A. That's, like in our online business, that's what happened. A lot of people join the business because they started their online business because they wanted to make an extra side of income. They wanted to supplement their income.
Mm-hmm.
But once they started to do their online business, they realized the potential that this online business opportunity has, and they were able to surpass their income that they
From
had,
their
and
main job.
yes, and they able to retire. So that means quit their job and now focus 100% on their online business, which allows them to be fully present for their families, not missing any milestones, and also have that financial stability that we're looking for. So
Yes.
the comfort zone, the silent saboteur is really, like the illusion of being safe where we are, and not thinking that, the online business is risky, but in reality, where you are is risky, not the online business, because the online business will give you um, that way to be able to have a meaning, for your family, to build that financial stability and financial freedom instead of, where you are.
Yes, so we need to really step out from our comfort zone because nothing grows in our comfort zone. It is the deadliest place on earth, as they said, right? Because imagine,
Yeah.
as you have mentioned, things are not certain. We
Mm-hmm.
cannot predict. We cannot predict, and we cannot be certain that whatever we have, for instance, you have your job, you have your well-paying job, but you are never certain that you will be holding on to that job because, as you know, the economy is also volatile, right? And so nothing is really certain. You can be replaced anytime by robots, by machines, and everything now is the trend now is getting online. So you see how many people had been replaced in the workplaces, right? Because of the technology, because everything now is going online. So the only way that I could say about coming out or getting out from the comfort zone is to be able for us to set clear goals. What are, if you really wanted to get out from your comfort zone, uh, and since you have been there all your life, because it's really difficult if you have been used to it, if you feel you're already comfortable, it seems that getting out from the comfort zone is also another difficult thing for us to do. But the thing that you have to do is to set clear goals. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? These clear goals will allow us to be able to step little by little out of that comfort zone. It doesn't have to be abrupt because that will be overwhelming. But you try to do small steps every day consistently until those small steps compound and you will see big results. So, because sometimes if we get out abruptly, or right away 100%, that sometimes it will sometimes be very overwhelming, and it might not be able to do good for us. But small steps at a time, do that consistently every day until those small steps become bigger and will accumulate to see great results. So remember, nothing grows in our comfort zone. Once you step out from that comfort zone, you will be able to achieve growth and, of course, personal and professional growth,
Yeah.
right?
So for the next, yes, yes, Ophelia. For the next step, the next point, why you need to step out. So for this one, I would say, um, in order to find out, why you need to step out of your comfort zone, would be sit down and reflect on your life. So reflect,
Yes.
go back to 5 years ago and go into the future 5 years from now and see if 5 years from now,
You want to
okay,
see yourself that way again.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So if 5 years from now, if you see yourself in the same place where you are right now, and you have seen, 5 years ago in the same place, that means that you need to change something in your life. So once you see that, then sit down and reflect, okay, what is it that I need to change? What is it that I want, in for me and for my family, in order to be able to move forward, and not staying where we are. So once you reflect on those, that's going to become your why that is going to give you that fuel to be able to step out of your comfort zone, because now you have a meaning to be able to step out of your comfort zone, and meaning to go for what you want, for that change for you and your family. So but you need to reflect, because if you don't have a strong why you're doing this, then you're not going to be able to really succeed, because you don't have that strong why in you, why you're doing this. So that's what I would recommend to you. Sit down, reflect on your life, and see, um, the past 5 years, was I still in the same place? And what about in the next 5 years? Am I going to still be in the same place? And if it is that's the case, you got to do something, because everything is going, like, all the prices are going up. Inflation is going up. I mean, what I used to spend, on groceries, now is the double. And this is this year. We don't know how it's going to be next year. It might be even more.
Yes.
And the thing is that those prices are going up, but salaries, they're still the same. So it's not
Yes.
keeping up with that. So you want to
Mhm.
make sure that you start preparing for the future. So don't wait for that aha moment.
Mhm.
Start now prepping, doing have that backup plan. So if something happens in the future, you have something to fall on, and
Yeah.
continue building. So that's my take for you, and why you need to step out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to the next point. So the next
Mhm.
one is battling self-doubt. And this is another one of the reasons why a lot of people, they think twice about, they know that they need some change in their life, but their self-doubt is stronger than what they want to do.
Yes, correct.
So
Mhm.
so the first thing I would say, is recognizing your self-doubt. What is it that is stopping you
Mhm.
from
It's
taking
holding
that
you
leap of
back.
faith?
Mhm. Yeah.
So you gotta, yeah, so you gotta think, what is it that is stopping you? Is it because you think that you don't have the skills? Is it because you think that you're not capable? You don't have the knowledge? You're not tech savvy? So if
Mhm.
those are the self-doubt that is stopping you from taking that leap of faith of starting your online business, you gotta start working on them, because the online business, for example, the one that we are uh, promoting, you don't have to and you don't need any skills, you don't need any knowledge, because everything is provided to you. Like the training is set up, video based training, so you can follow along step by step. So that's one thing. Two, you get a global support online community that is going to be behind you. You don't get those things on other places, you know. You
Yes.
don't get that support. So here you get it, you know, and you don't have to pay, for example, for a mentor or for a coach, you know, every month to be helping you. This is already provided, you know, when you pay that one-time fee. So that's one thing. And our training is always updated, you know, because we want to keep up with the trends. We want to keep up with the technology, because that's how we evolve in our business. So you're always learning. um, and don't be afraid, because let me tell you, you know, we have people from 18 years old all the way from 85 that I'm aware. So they're doing the
Yes.
business and you. So just one of the, I would say one of the first members of our community, she started her business when she was 60 years old. She's a grandma.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't know anything about the business. She didn't know. She didn't have any technology. She was not tech savvy at all. Okay, but she needed a change in her life because all the struggles that she was living. Um, and then one day, she was about, like, she started her online business, but she wanted to give up. Okay, so she wanted to quit, but she said it loud. And
Mm-hmm.
then when she said it loud, her grandson was there. And then her
Uh-huh.
grandson say, "Grandma, didn't you say that if you set your mind to it, you can do whatever you set your mind to it?" And then in her mind, inside, of course, she say like, "Oh my God, now I have to swallow my own words. So now I have to do this because I need to give the example." And then she did
Yes.
it. Yeah, she did. And today is very successful. She's from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
She passed the winters in Mexico, and then
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes.
summertime here in Canada. So that's just an example. You know, you gotta
Yes.
believe in yourself. So in order to overcome your self doubt, find out what is it that is not letting you move forward, and
Mm-hmm.
work on that. You know, there's different ways. We're gonna be touching on a little bit of that. You know, how you can overcome those self doubts, but. Um, Work on those, find it how you can get overcome those self-doubts, and then believe in yourself. That's the second thing that you need. Believe in yourself, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to do anything. The founders, you know, one of the founders of the community, they mentioned, you know, it doesn't matter if we believe in you, because if you don't believe in yourself, there's nothing is going to happen. So you got to believe in yourself.
Yes.
I
If
Yeah.
you do not believe in yourself, nobody will believe you too, right? Because the first thing you must do is to believe on yourself. And if you believe in yourself, people will tend to believe you also, right? So you know what, sis Sandy, I remember when I was in when I was still working, there is this school-wide activity in our college where faculty members will have to join competition. So it will be, isn't it, in the school, most of the time we teachers or we employees will be the one to watch our students on the stage, but this time they made a program that reverses that process. So we employees will be the one to be judged by our students, and there are declamation, there are comedy skit and all. And I was one of those who was assigned to do a declamation or an oratorical, it's an oratorical contest. So I
Mhm.
prepared so well. I prepared. I have memorized my piece. I have been practicing in front of the mirror. And then on the very night of the oratorical contest, at the backstage, I wanted to back off. I said, I don't want this anymore. I cannot do this. What if I would forget my lines? What if I will not be able to do it as good as the others, as the rest of the contestants? What if my students will see me and they will laugh at me? So I have all those I have the limit my capacity. I already put stories that are not really real stories, right? So but thinking, and I was able to overcome those self doubts by trying to have some affirmation. I will do this. I am good enough. I have been praying. I am good enough. I can be able to do this. I have memorized my piece. I am smart enough. And that's it. That's how I was able to overcome that delimiting situations. So try to make some affirmation. I think Senate says we are doing the morning ritual, and one of the things that we would do is to yell out affirmation, because somehow you have to feed your minds into doing something. And once it is in the mind, whatever you conceive in the mind, we can hold it in our hands. We can be able to actualize it. First, it starts from the mind, and also if it's in our heart, then it will be easy for us to act them out. But if you just keep on putting negative things into your mind, putting limiting beliefs, then we will not be able to grow. We will not be able to prosper and move forward. So we are the only one who can overcome that. No matter how I tell you, Sandy, think that way, think this way, do not. So you cannot, right, unless you yourself do some action that will help you get out from that negative situation. So that's one of the things that I have experienced, that really challenged me to be able to overcome those self-doubt. And I was telling myself, there's I don't have to be the number one, but I turned out to be the second. So you see, if I continue to not believing in myself, then it would also be more embarrassing, because I will not be a good role model for my students, right? So you see, this and I remember your story about our fellow business owner who was at first very very skeptical, and she has not believed in herself, but her her grandson heard her, and that is the one that sparked her mind into doing the business, because of the thing that the grandson told her, right? So it all depends on us. It's us, but little by little we can do it. We don't have to do it so abruptly, because that will overwhelm us, but stepping out one step at a time. So when we do it consistently, this will eventually find fruits and will eventually grow into something big. Okay, that's my take on that.
Thank you, Sis Ophelia. So we're gonna go quickly over this. So, Sis Ophelia touched a little bit about the tools to overcome self doubt. So she mentioned about the positive affirmations. So depending on what you need to work on your self doubts, you can do those type of affirmations to reframe your mindset. Another one I would say, celebrate small achievements to build your
Mm-hmm.
confidence. So if there's something that you were able to achieve, overcome one of your self doubts, celebrate it, and that will start giving you that confidence.
Yes.
Another one I would say, continuous learning, because that's how you grow as a person, and you can do more self development on yourself. So highlight, how you can invest in knowledge. For example, training. We do have a training, in our online business about mindset, and that's one of the things that I love. We used to have an old training site. Now we move into a new platform, that caters more
Mm-hmm.
globally
Yes.
for all the global online community. And one of the things that I noticed in there, the way that it's set up is you start working on the mindset from day
Correct.
one
Correct.
on the training
That's
side.
actually the
And that's,
foundation. Yeah.
yeah, and that's one
It's
of
a
the
good
things that is, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And that's one of the things that, it is required because, I think having a strong mindset before you start your online business will help you to be able to uh, progress on your online business journey, because the online business journey is not always, ups, being the in the up. There's going to have ups and downs along your journey, and by having a strong mindset, you're going to be able to overcome those obstacles, and see them, as learning experience and window of opportunities to keep growing. So that's one of the things. The other thing is, mentorship. We do have a mentor, so that's gonna guide you. And the mentor is gonna be able to help you boost that confidence. Because at the beginning, especially if you're not tech savvy, right, you start learning as you go. So the mentor is gonna be guiding you to teach you, how to use, for example, the computer, how to do join Zooms, share the screen and all that kind of stuff. So um, that is going to help you. At the beginning, it's going to be a struggle and you're going to be like a little bit feeling overwhelmed, but that's okay. As you go through, the more you practice, the more you're going to become more confident and you're going to boost that confidence. So continuous learning is very important. And besides our training, YouTube has so many things also that you can learn from there. Um, so you gotta be resourceful, to be able to learn new things, because you don't want to stay in the same place. You gotta always keep learning, because that's how you evolve. Especially we are in the online business. You gotta keep up with the trends. You gotta keep up with what's happening out there, the technology, the apps. The apps keep changing. So be adaptable. Okay.
Correct.
Because if you are one of those person that, I like my thing this way and that's it, you're gonna have troubles, because the online business keeps evolving all the time, so keeps changing. So you gotta be adaptable and flexible. So those are the things that I would say, those are tools to overcome self-doubt. You gotta work on your set on yourself, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
um so I would, we have one more point, but I think we're getting a little bit
Yes,
too long.
yes. Probably
So
we must have
maybe,
a sequel. We must have a
so
sequel to this, right?
exactly,
May-
that's what I was going to mention. We're gonna do a part two of this
Uh-huh.
live.
Uh-huh.
So the one that we're gonna focus on, the next one, is gonna be about the role on mindset and business success. We're gonna focus on
Mhm.
mindset.
Correct.
So that's what we're gonna focus on the next live that
And
we're
the
gonna
next
do.
slide. Mhm.
Yes. So just doing a quick recap of what we touched today. So we talk about skepticism, that is natural. We talk about the comfort zone, that can hinder growth. We talk about self-doubt, that it can be overcome. So it's not something that you can gonna stay with self-doubt all the time. So that's that for today. So we want to encourage you, the audience, to take the first step, whether it's
Yeah.
exploring, an opportunity, or learning a new skill, or connecting, with a mentor to be able to guide you. Take that first step, okay? Don't stay where you are, because if you stay where you are, you're not gonna keep growing, you're not gonna keep evolving, and everything's gonna remain the same. And you don't know if that's gonna hurt you in the long run.
In the long
Um,
run.
so so, you know, the online business opportunity that we offering will help you to grow. Not only, will help you financially, but also in so many other ways. That's the thing. Like, a lot of people think only in the financial part of it, but you gain
Yes.
so much more from this online business. Self development, knowledge, mindset. You start seeing things in a different with a different perspective. You start seeing, obstacles and challenges as new opportunities and learning. Um, and like, you with the online business, you can also, give back, especially now in during Christmas time. You know, give back to the community, not only our community, by helping others, but also give back to other communities. For example, like food bank people, families that doesn't have food right now, for
Mm-hmm.
to be able to enjoy the Christmas. Or we have organizations like the Christmas Bureau, which provides toys for the kids, so that mom can bring, and do some shopping, pretending to be shopping, like buying, toys that are given, for them to be able to give to their kids and provide that Christmas experience to them, even, like they
Uh-huh.
don't have the means. So you can give back to the community. So there's so many ways that,
There are
an
many
online
ways.
business provides besides the financial part of it. Um, we talk about the
Yes.
financial freedom, the time, be able to spend time with your family. Don't miss out on any milestone. So yeah, so we want to invite to attend. The info session that we are providing you is free. No, you got nothing to lose, you more to gain. So just register on the on any of the websites that appear on the screen, with your name
Mm-hmm.
and email address, and we can send you that invitation to watch the webinar. This can change your life. Okay, so if you are here watching today, you get to see this video. Maybe there is a reason why you're watching this. So take that leap of faith and start changing your life and your family's life. So we're gonna. So if you want to catch the replay from last Thursday, here are the hosts and panelists from that day.
Uh-huh.
So as the host, we have Tina. She is a retired business manager, business development manager. And then our first panelist is Wilma. She's a registered nurse. And also we have Jenny, a retired clinical laboratory scientist. We also have Susan, a former meeting and event professional. Okay, I'll read
Okay.
the last one.
And then we have Brenda, an
Yeah, she's
office clerk. And
mhm,
then we have Naida, a retail manager. And we have, is that
Emily,
Emily, an
a-
LVN,
and a
right?
stay-at-home
And
mom.
a stay
Yes.
at home mom. And Shanais, a
Hmm.
licensed optician. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so the replay has subtitles in any languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So yeah, so if you want to learn how you can earn online or start your online business and start building that plan B, that backup plan, um, you know what to do. You just have to register in any of the websites that appear on the screen. So we want to thank all the viewers that watch us today. Thank you for all those watching the replay too. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from so we can show how global we are. And also, we want to thank you to our followers. Thank you for all your support, for believing us, and for engaging with us and with our content. So, thank you everyone for all your emojis, comments. We really like. Actually, we do have a comment here. I don't understand the language, but thank you very much for watching us today, and for your comment.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
saying
Thank you.
that, we wanna if you guys wanna follow us in our Facebook business page, they're up on the screen, so you can follow me as Sandy Caballero or Sandy to Power Lives, and you can follow this Ophelia at where they can follow.
Yes, my business page, Ofelia Magkamit, and my website is www.opheliamm.com. You just have to click that one, sign in with your name and your email, and I'm going to send you your personal link to be able to watch that free webinar. It's a complimentary webinar. You don't have to worry at the cost because it is you don't have to pay anything. You just have we asked you to just watch that one to give you an informed decision whether the business is also your perfect fit. And another friendly reminder: this online business is not a get quick rich business. It doesn't mean that you join tonight, after 2 nights after joining you're already a millionaire. No, we have to invest time, we have to invest effort and resources, and of course we have to put in the work in order for us to be able to achieve results. So the business is not just a walk in the park, as you said, right? It's not just a walk in the park because uh, since this is legit, we really need to put efforts and time and of course resources. So that's it for me. Thank you so much, Sandy, for having me here. Thank you. This is a
Mm,
very nice conversation, very natural, and I believe we have touched a lot of people's minds and hearts out there who are seriously looking for ways to augment their resources. And for those, especially for those who are already feeling stuck in their 9 to 5 jobs and are already counting the years to retirement. So we are telling you there is a way out. There is a way out for you to be able to get out from that 9 to 5 grind. And that is through the online business Sandy and I are doing. So
that's
thank you,
great.
thank you. And there is a part two to this, and who knows if this could be a permanent thing for us. See, Sandy, are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, because because we always wanted to share. We don't when we start talking about the business, we could never stop, right? We have a lot of things to share because of the beauty of this online business. And so that's it about for me. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas is God
Yeah.
bless you and your family.
Yeah, we want to wish everyone a happy and Merry Christmas. Is in some part of the world they already on Christmas Eve. So
Yes.
to you guys that are already, I believe in the Philippines is already in the
Yes.
Christmas Eve day.
Yes. Yeah.
So happy and Merry Christmas to you all that are celebrating, and for those who are gonna be celebrating tomorrow, happy and Merry Christmas to you all.
Yeah.
And God bless you all, and thank you for watching. And until the next part two of this live. Bye,
Yes,
everyone.
thank you. Thank you. Bye bye, everyone.